before we even break that down, I do want to talk about Notre Dame real quick.
Yeah.
So Notre Dame, they didn't get in. 2-loss team this year, and a lot of people are up in arms about it. So with that being said, Notre Dame is opted out of the college of their bowl game. So they made a post saying they will forego playing in the bowl game this year. Them and then right after, like 8 other teams follow. But now so it was at 9 at one point. Now it's up to 10.
They took their ball home.
Yeah. That's exactly what
Cry
they did.
babies.
Yeah. So I mean, look, man.
Damn, bro, you was vouching for your boy Freeman all year.
Who?
E.
I didn't vouch for him all year, but
So now you against him.
I am.
Why?
That's some sucker shit.
Get in the fucking
All right,
conference.
Whatever, bro. That's cool.
Get in the fucking conference.
They definitely deserve to be in the fucking playoffs, bro.
But
tripping.
all right. So let me ask you a question. What if they win? They don't have a conference. They didn't win a conference. I understand
Get in the
they
conference.
only have 2 losses. They only have 2 losses.
Get in the conference.
They only have 2 losses.
But it's not logical.
Yes,
And
it is.
It don't make sense.
But
listen, hear me out. Let me say this. They was in the fucking playoffs the whole time until the last week, bro. That don't make no sense, bro.
it makes sense because the people who make the decisions for the college football playoffs, they say, hey, you know what? Well, this team not in the conference. If they were
They've never been in a conference.
If they only had 1 loss, if they were undefeated, it's a different story. We talk about Notre Dame. Obviously, they are opting out of the college football playoffs or out of the bowl game now after being right outside of the college football playoffs. So you feel like they should have had the opportunity, but if it's like I said, if it's a team with 2 losses that was like second in their conference, I will put them in over Notre Dame because I think that at this point the NCAA just kind of fed up with the bullshit at Notre Dame not wanting to get into a conference.
Get in the conference,
cool,
bro.
But we knew this at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
We knew this for years.
But
they're not. Let me finish. They're not a conference. Yeah. So if I'm the college football playoff committee, why have them in there anyways? I would have them out to get the work towards being in there. You're gonna have them in there all fucking what was it? 5 weeks, 6 weeks?
5.
And then the last week, since they ain't in a conference, they can't play. They ain't even looking at the fucking eye test, bro. Notre Dame is playing like a top 5 college football team right now.
With 2 losses.
They get too much caught up in this bullshit, bro. Put the best teams in the fucking playoffs. You already gotta let Tulane and James Madison get in. So you about to? I'm saying Alabama shouldn't have been in, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you also got to think.
Both, in my opinion, I was hoping both of them.
You know what I'm saying?
But who? I'm gonna.
I would have put Notre Dame in over Alabama.
No, the NCAA is gonna gravitate towards who's gonna make them more money. Alabama benefits them being in the college football playoffs.
I disagree.
And if
disagree.
It's a conference.
And if they're trying to force Notre Dame to get into a conference, what other way than, hey, you know what? If y'all are in the conference, y'all wouldn't have had this issue. Y'all might not have had this issue.
So do you think Notre Dame moving forward tries to get into a conference?
I think they should have been in the
think
conference.
they stubborn?
I think.
But here's why I wanted to see this, right? Like,
what's their best win?
Their best win is USC. Like, they ain't fucking played nobody either. So for you to not be in a conference, for you to play the shitty ACC schedule that you play because you try to be kind of in but kind of not, and then your out of conference schedule was not good. No, you don't deserve to be in. They knew this going in. Just like you said, the college football playoff committee knew that Notre Dame wasn't in a conference. They knew that they would damn near have to win out to stay in the top 12 to be in the playoffs.
And that's what they did, bro.
But they dropped. You left it into the committee hands. Get in the fucking conference. Stop acting like you too big for the fucking sport.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
At the end of the day, that's what it landed on.
Put them in there.
But at the end of the day,
that's my point.
Whether they 52 pump fake them or not, right? The reality is this: you control what you could control. They didn't control them being in a conference. That's their problem.
disagreeing with that. They should have had him on the outside looking in from the giddy. Bro.
Well, this is the issue, right? So it really came down, and I was watching the college football playoff breakdown. It really came down to them in Miami. Miami hosts the tiebreaker for that because they beat them head to head.
Nah, for sure.
So why put them in if it came down to those two teams?
It's deceiving though, bro. That's the first game of the fucking season.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter, bro.
I'm not disagreeing. I feel like Miami.
That's why every game. That's why every game matters.
I would have took out Alabama.
Neither one of them teams should have been in.
Because Alabama, got how many losses?
Three.
Well, but the last one came in the conference.
There you go.
But the last
so
one came in the
So you
conference.
mean a 3-loss Alabama team deserves to be in over a 2-loss
non-conference? But I don't think.
I am saying that they both don't deserve to be in.
But this is why But you also have to understand this, right? So Alabama, their biggest win is against Georgia, and Georgia's a top 3 team. They just lost in the championship game.
Bro.
They got one of their loss. Their third loss came in the championship game of the SEC.
Yeah.
So they're the runner-up of the SEC conference.
They played one more game than Notre Dame did.
So why not put? I mean, yeah, I understand the 3 losses. Maybe that triggers you because you see a 3 at the end of the losses, but it doesn't matter because the third loss came to a team that's better than. That's the best team in the conference.
Because